tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First down here for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Parrish. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about...
He lets one fly deep. And the pass is intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A first down for the offense. Snags it quickly on the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And most importantly, those open field tackles and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to...
Got enough for the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Caught on the outside, it's Bennett. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it
offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We
get the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He's not afraid to go deep. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Bringing it back at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to... Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The offense lining up for a first down play. The run from the shotgun. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. They get him down after he makes the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Using the quick game. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The aerial assault continues. He wants it all. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Bennett. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Slings it downfield. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slows.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. The short hands. It's Haynes. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Fires to the tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now on 1st down from the 30. The RPO, fire complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They're going to run it. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period.
South Carolina, 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Number 8.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quick release on the RPO. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simon.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They try to get it outside on the left. He's there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket. That time able to get the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On the move, it's Adams. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
He lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's looking on the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Bennett.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Makes the grab. It's Simon. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The sure hands, it's Bennett. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback extends the play. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making plays and keep getting 1st downs. Got another opportunity coming up. 1st and goal. Try to hold them to a field. And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we've got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up, getting a big stop.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Snag Lobbed in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Number 3. Hall of Fame in the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
14.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
28. South Carolina. 14.
Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space.
But not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
That's a bit of a gut puncher for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Unloads quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Oh, look out, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Might be looking to run. Finds the tight end. Tackled there by the defense.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And now on second down for this offense. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He finds his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Offense set on first down. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Bully ball on third and short. At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and those third and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down.
Afterburner's coming. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat.
All kinds of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A little release to the back. Jumped on top of the pile.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Line gets set. 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front, climbing into 2nd level, and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Right back to the well. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 42, South Carolina 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Snap it to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it at the tag. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Comes out throwing on first down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He's going to pass on second down. Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets away from one. He's got space. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the...
Looking for a huge play. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running it to the right. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Got a man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He's going to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so you're...
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to take off. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They're working that left side. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive, and that lead grows even bigger. They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. He makes the connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Gamecocks in the hurry up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
South Carolina. Number 6. Halton in the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to find, and he loses the football on the return. Kicking team's got it.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. And it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Wiggles free. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires left. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He throws one to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Dances away. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formations. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. First down here for the offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.